The ultimate question in modern football: can money buy glory? For Paris Saint-Germain, the answer was a €2 billion experiment to claim the elusive UEFA Champions League trophy. Since the Qatar sports investments takeover in 2011, PSG's mission was clear: transform from French contenders to European kings fast. They didn't just spend big, they redefined ambition, turning every transfer window into a global spectacle. The world watched as PSG set out to buy their dream, making the Parc des Princes a magnet for superstars and expectations. But the Champions League was the only validation that mattered. Without it, all the domestic titles felt incomplete. Money brought drama, near misses and heartbreak. Every season the pressure grew. For every Neymar wonder goal, there was a painful European exit. The question lingered: could this colossal investment ever deliver the ultimate prize, or was it a cautionary tale about the limits of wealth in football? PSG's journey is a saga of ambition, excess, and the relentless pursuit of glory. Everything changed for PSG in 2011 with the Qatar sports investments takeover. The new owners arrived with a vision and a bottomless wallet, determined to make PSG a global powerhouse. The first transfer windows were a whirlwind: Thiago Silva, Marco Verratti, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, signings that announced PSG's arrival on the big stage. Edinson Cavani and Marquinhos soon followed, each transfer a building block for European dominance. PSG's spending was relentless, rewriting the rules of the transfer market and shaking up European football's established order. Financial fair play regulations emerged in response, but PSG found ways to keep spending. The club's net spend soared, and their aggressive recruitment set a new standard for ambition. Suddenly, PSG could outbid almost anyone, challenging the old guard and making waves across the continent. The era of big spending had begun, laying the foundation for even bolder moves. Every signing was a statement. PSG was here to win, and nothing less than Champions League glory would do. The club's transformation was rapid, and the football world took notice. Domestic rivals struggled to keep up, and PSG's project became the blueprint for football's new elite. The dream of European triumph was being built, one blockbuster transfer at a time. The summer of 2017 changed everything. PSG shattered records by signing Neymar from Barcelona for €222 million. This wasn't just a transfer, it was a seismic power play, proving no player was out of reach. The Neymar deal sent shockwaves through football, inflating transfer fees everywhere. PSG doubled down, bringing in Kylian Mbappé from Monaco for €180 million, assembling the most expensive forward line in history. Neymar, Mbappé and Cavani formed a terrifying trio, and expectations soared. The club's spending in 2017 to 2019 topped €500 million, reaching new heights of ambition. But with superstar signings came immense pressure. Every Champions League exit was magnified, every injury scrutinized. The team dazzled but sometimes lacked balance, and the world wondered, would this Galactico experiment end in glory or disaster? PSG had bet everything on their stars, raising the stakes to unprecedented levels. The football world watched, waiting to see if this bold gamble would finally deliver the Champions League. Every match became a referendum on the project's success. The club's identity was now tied to its superstars, and to the ultimate question: could money buy the biggest prize? The answer would define an era. The stakes had never been higher. To understand PSG's ambition, just follow the money. Season after season, the spending never stopped. The 2012-13 season set the tone with a net spend of €146 million, bringing in stars like Ibrahimovic and Thiago Silva. The 2017-18 and 2018-19 seasons were monumental, fueled by Neymar and Mbappé, with a combined outlay over €500 million. By the mid-2020s, PSG's total transfer expenditure soared past €2 billion, with a net spend around €1.46 billion. Unlike other clubs' occasional splurges, PSG's investment was constant, year after year. This relentless approach inflated transfer fees across Europe and pressured rivals to keep up. PSG didn't just buy attackers, they reinforced every position, building a squad of world-class talent. The club's financial strategy transformed its fortunes, but also made every Champions League campaign a referendum on their entire project. The river of gold brought expectation and scrutiny. In Paris, every season was all in. While Europe remained elusive, PSG's investment made them untouchable in France. Ligue 1 became their playground. 11 league titles since 2011, often won by huge margins. Domestic cups followed, with trebles and even a quadruple, turning the Parc des Princes into a fortress. For fans, it was a golden era, but the dominance bred complacency. Critics argued that easy domestic wins left PSG unprepared for the intensity of European knockouts. The leap from Ligue 1 to facing Europe's giants often proved too much, leading to infamous collapses. Domestic trophies became expected, almost routine, a consolation prize, not the main goal. Each league title was a reminder of the missing piece, the Champions League. Success was measured in Europe, not at home. The club became a victim of its own dominance, trapped in a cycle of triumph and frustration. Even with a full trophy cabinet, the one that mattered most remained out of reach. The pressure only grew. For PSG, domestic glory was never enough. For years, the Champions League brought only heartbreak, shocking exits, dramatic collapses, and relentless pressure. The infamous La Remontada against Barcelona, defeats to Manchester United and Real Madrid, each failure intensified the scrutiny. In 2020, PSG finally reached the final, only to lose narrowly to Bayern Munich. It was a step forward, proof they could compete at the highest level. A shift followed, less focus on superstars, more on building a balanced, united team. In 2024 to 25, everything clicked. Under a disciplined manager, PSG became a true unit. They navigated tough groups, showed resilience, and reached the final against Inter Milan. This time there was no heartbreak. PSG triumphed 5-0, delivering a performance for the ages. The final whistle sparked citywide celebrations. After 14 years and over €2 billion, PSG were finally champions of Europe. The dream was realized, the saga complete. The city erupted in joy. The wait was over. PSG aren't alone in mega spending. Manchester City's net spend since 2013 is even higher, and they too claimed European glory. Manchester United, with a net spend of €1.75 billion, showed that money doesn't guarantee success. PSG's spending kept them at the top domestically and competitive in Europe, unlike some rivals. Their 2025 final opponents, Inter Milan, built a finalist squad for just €291 million, less than Neymar's fee alone. Inter's model relied on smart recruitment and tactical identity, proving you don't need the deepest pockets to compete. PSG are part of a super club elite, alongside City and United, who've redefined football's financial landscape. Their rivalry plays out both on the pitch and in the transfer market. The battle for the world's best talent is relentless. PSG's place among the elite is secure, but they're not alone at the top. In modern football, spending big is just the beginning. Around 2019, PSG realized that buying superstars wasn't enough. They needed balance and chemistry. The club shifted strategy, targeting promising young talents and players who fit a tactical system. Signings like Kvaratskhelia and Dembele reflected this new approach. PSG invested in midfielders and defenders, building a more resilient squad. The focus moved from individual brilliance to collective strength and unity. The dressing room atmosphere improved, and responsibility was shared across the team. This evolution was key to their 2025 Champions League triumph. The team blended superstar quality with hard-working, tactically astute players. PSG learned that even the richest clubs need more than just big names. The final ingredient was building a true team. So, was it all worth it? With the Champions League trophy finally in Paris, PSG's owners and fans would say yes. The club transformed from mid-tier to European champions, delivering 11 league titles and the ultimate prize. But critics argue PSG's spending distorted the market, widening the gap between the super-rich and everyone else. Was it efficient? Inter Milan reached the final with a fraction of the budget, relying on smart recruitment. Money can buy success, but it's not always the smartest or most sustainable path. Clubs like Inter, Liverpool, and Bayern have shown that culture and shrewdness can rival raw financial power. PSG's story is a defining tale of modern football, wealth, ambition, and the complexities of team building. They proved money can eventually buy glory, but the journey is never simple. It took over a decade of evolution to find the winning formula. For that one night of ecstasy in 2025, PSG, would say it was worth every cent. But what do you think? Who are the smartest spenders in football today? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.